this normally takes several of the opposing team's defensive personnel to bring him down. Because that Zizzer defense is going to be looking for that. They know that Bear Shore, doggone it, has quite the arm on him. A couple of guys you want to look for on the West Plains Zizzers offense. Number 13, Watson Hafer, 6'4", 208, senior tight end and defensive back. And this guy has got some hands. He's got reliability catching the ball. Also number 23, Heston Miller, the 6'1", 205-pound senior running back, which he is a stud for these West Plains Zizzers. So they're definitely going to wreak some havoc, possibly on this Laker defense. However, coaching staff tells me that they seem to think that the Lakers will have some success on defense tonight. Got to shut that run down.
Yeah.
Once they can close the door on the run, then it will force the Zizzers to do things that maybe they really don't want to do, like throw that ball around. And, of course, some of these defensive backs that we've seen in terms of the Lakers are quick to get to that ball, and in some instances even quicker than the receiver that it is intended for. So we could see possibly some interceptions tonight and Laker turnovers, and we'd certainly love to see that, or should I say Zizzer turnovers in the Lakers' favor. But all in all, it's going to be a battle of wills tonight. Who wants it more? Who wants to go home the winner? And certainly the Lakers don't want to take that 3-hour bus ride back to Camdenton.
No,
not at all. Beautiful night for football. If you're headed down, nothing to worry about in terms of the drive. And if you're listening there in beautiful downtown Camdenton,
inundated with
Missouri,
direct mail and robocalls for Medicare.
Anywhere throughout the state, anywhere throughout the country, anywhere throughout the world. And, of course, watching it on a variety of different channels as well, be it 32.1 or the Roku channel. And Brendan mentioned some more. Thank you for tuning in to Camdenton Lakers football. I want to thank my sideline sponsors, the good folks at Lensmart Optical. Couldn't do it without you. They have been with us for a long, long time. We appreciate their support, and you will appreciate their support when it comes to stopping in and finding yourself a nice set of eyeglasses or contacts or whatever you need. They'll get you all taken care of there in Camdenton, right off of Highway 54, East 54 in Camdenton. And then, of course, HMI Fireplace Shop. Charlie, Cheryl, Norm, Kathy, the whole staff, we appreciate them sponsoring KB's Man Calves, which actually have gotten a little smaller due to the loss of about 70 pounds, but I'll work on those and get them back up to where they need to be. It is almost that time of year when a fireplace or a fire pit would be a perfect addition to your home. And if you already have an existing fireplace, probably a good idea. They can recommend a chimney sweep to get it all cleaned up and get you set and ready for fall and winter at the beautiful Lake of the Ozarks right there off of Highway 54 as you head into Osage Beach out of the west. Good night for football. Good night for Laker football. And for all of you out there listening, let's say it collectively. 1, 2, 3, go Lakers, as we send it back up to the Ken Carroll Excavating broadcast booth. Gentlemen, have a good night.
Thank you, KB. Any chance you found somebody that can weatherproof the car for the drive home?
Well, you know, I was thinking I do have some duct tape. Duct tape is always a good thing. I think we might be able to get it to hold on. All right, quick story, folks. We're down here, and we're probably about, I don't know, maybe 40 minutes out. And Brendan and I start listening for this banging sound, trying to figure out where it's at. Well, it's the weather stripping from the front windshield that has worked its way loose and is banging the daylights out of the side of the van. And at one point, we thought we heard muffled cries for help. That obviously wasn't the case. I think the radio was just turned down kind of low. But everything's going to be all right. We'll take care of it. As a matter of fact, that's where I was headed right as soon as we get done with this first interview from the field. Gentlemen, back up to you in the booth.
Love it, KB. Thanks so much. KB down on the sidelines all night long. This is the Summit Natural Gas pregame show. Go to summitnaturalgas.com for more information. Coming up, our second segment tonight in the Summit Natural Gas pregame show, we're going to visit with Gunnar Morris, our player interview tonight. We're going to take a look around Lakerland, our Stover Carpet and Drapery highlights. We'll visit with assistant coach Par Pitts. It's all coming up here over the next hour, taking you up to Lakers and West Plains. And, of course, you're watching on KRMS TV 32.1, the KRMS TV Roku channel, the KRMS TV YouTube channel, 93.5 rocksthelake.com, and 93.5 Rocks the Lake. It's all powered by Poly Lift Boat Lifts. Laker football back after this.
At Summit Natural Gas, we believe enjoying the comforts and convenience of natural gas throughout your home should be easy. There are countless ways you can use natural gas, from cooking to heating, all with the benefit of knowing there's no need to worry about the hassles of outages or scheduling deliveries. Call us today at 1-800-927-0787 or visit summitnaturalgas.com to learn more. That's 1-800-927-0787 or visit us at summitnaturalgas.com to learn more.
Where's KB's, where's the actual
BG
wireless?
Tree Service is the leading tree trimming company in the Lake of the Ozarks, offering tree removal and cleanup, tree trimming, emergency tree removal, tree bracing, and stump grinding. BG Tree Service is honest and reliable. Visit BGTreeLLC.com to view 10 reasons why you should choose BG Tree Service for your next project and to request a quote. Call Brandon with BG Tree Service.
Roger that, sir. And I turned down the wireless unit. Yeah, it sounded hot in my ears, but all of our microphones sound hot, Mike, so I never really know.
Design and Print Co.
You just let me know.
Embroidery, graphic design, and professional printing. Design and Print Co. just opened their new storefront in Camdenton at 21 Court Avenue. Jessica,
closer to 9, but last week you told me to turn them back up, so just keep me posted.
Visit Design and Print Co. in store.
I mean, I agree. I think it sounds hot when I go back and hear the highlights.
Or call 660-723-5577.
But again, I've got it set to 9 o'clock here on these on the inputs.
It's the original home for Laker football. 93.5 Rocks.
Summit Natural Gas pregame show continues, and we're standing by with one of these great Camdenton Lakers that's been so solid on the offensive line here as of late. He is a senior. It's Gunnar Morris. Gunnar, great to visit with you. How are you?
Good. How are you guys?
We're great. Just give me an idea on how things have gone here for you in this 2022 season so far. I'm sure you got to be thrilled. You guys are 4-0. Just what has the season been like for you?
Yeah, like you said, being 4-0, definitely one of the things that I'm looking forward to, trying to keep that. Season's been great so far. Kickapoo game, going to be one that I'm not going to forget.
Yeah, I was pointing they had a blank on their offensive assistant spot, too.
So far, everybody's working together. We've got the chemistry everywhere, even though people move positions, including myself. Going from defense to offense this year, it's just been fantastic.
Gunnar, give me an idea of the energy on that sideline after the comeback at Kickapoo.
Let me tell you, there was, I do have to say, I looked around there in that second, third quarter, whenever it was coming down to the wire, fourth quarter, and there was nobody that I saw hanging their head, and just everybody was up. And whenever it finally happened, it was just,
other district games. Though,
it was like we all expected it, but it was like it just happened, and it was just berserk. It was crazy.
I love that. Yeah, absolutely. It looked berserk down there, and there's something to it. I think There's something to where you guys kind of band together at winning time, whether that's the fourth quarter, whether it's closing out a game, whether it's coming back. There is just that something extra, right? Do you feel that with your teammates this year?
Burton picked for us, which
he never does. He always picks against us. This class and the team below us, we've all been playing together since we were little kids. And we've always just had that common factor of we're never out till it's over, and just never say die factor.
Yeah, it shows. It really does show.
Hey, Brendan, this is Dennis. Make sure you guys turn your microphones off when you're
Gunnar,
playing
before we start talking about just your play here on the offensive line as of late, I want to take you back because Jeff shared a little anecdote with me on Thursday that I hadn't heard before, and I think it goes back to the last West Plains game, right? And this it involves you and COVID. Do you feel comfortable walking us through any of this? This is an amazing story. What happened?
Oh yeah, so I remember sophomore year.
You can only talk to Mike when there's commercials coming.
I mean, obviously West Plains is a big week for a football team.
Yeah.
Any team in the OC. We were preparing all week. I was a sophomore, playing varsity on the D-line. The whole week I was mentally prepared, physically prepared. And we finally get to our stopping point before we hit West Plains, because every road game we stop before we get to our destination. And Jeff kind of looks at me, and he's like, Gunner, come here. And I was like, oh, I'm not in trouble, am I? And he's like, no.
Are you saying hello to Dennis?
Called me and he said,
Luke said Dennis was talking about something.
Exposure in the classroom. And it immediately just hit me. It was pretty emotional for me.
I can't hear him.
Not being able to play in a big game like that. And I don't know, it's always just kind of giving me a chip on my shoulder whenever I go down to West Plains or they come to our house.
Yeah, I gotta imagine that's some extra drive for you, right? And you probably won't view this upcoming trip here that as we run this interview, you guys just wrapped up. You're not going to view that trip the same way again, I wouldn't think.
No, absolutely not.
Gunnar Morris, our guest, Camdenton Lakers senior, one of the Hoggies, playing left guard. And you're playing next to Gabe Norton right now, Gunnar, and he's had a tremendous year as well on both sides of the ball. Just give me an idea what the feel is like with you guys on that O-line right now. And you get your center, Jackson Scott, back tonight.
Mm-hmm. That is correct. Me and Gabe, we go way back as well. It's just like the whole team, everybody, that kind of gives it to everybody. I mean, not just Gabe, but I can trust just about everybody on that team, especially whenever I move positions or I'm not comfortable where I'm at, such as this year when I moved to O-line and I had, Gabe Norton to my left. He would help me with anything. Jackson Scott to my right, another returner. And like I said earlier, the chemistry is just crazy.
It's certainly shown. You guys have done a tremendous job and against West Plains, and watched the little tape in their Glendale game a couple weeks ago, Gunnar, and obviously that's an offense very similar to the Purple Tide, five wide. What do you expect to see from them? How do you expect them to defend this offense here tonight?
So we've done a lot of film studying and preparing for their defensive packages, such as them having the possibility of going to a forefront or always blitzing or moving their defensive lineman one way or the other, making another one come in. And we've just done a really good job mentally preparing for that for tonight.
What, Gunnar, have you given any thought of just how you see this senior year for you playing out? What were there any goals that you set before the year that you were hoping to be able to accomplish?
I mean, definitely one goal that I've had this year was by when the time comes, which I hope isn't soon, and it should be all the way, but when the time does come, I should be able to feel like I left it all on the field and create as many memories as I can.
I love that. It's a great sentiment, and you have to feel like, I'm sure you feel that way right now, and I think a great example of that, Gunnar, is like last week against Parkview, a game we all kind of knew you guys were going to win, right? It was over basically after the first quarter, but for you guys, you don't look at it that way because that's one less Friday that's on the board, and now we're just counting them down, and soon enough, and like you said, I hope it's after Thanksgiving weekend that we chalk up the last game of the year, but you just never know.
Right.
Gunnar Morris, our guest. Gunnar, one more for you, just in terms of the classroom, off the football field. What are you into this year?
This year, it's kind of like last year. I'm senior year, and I'm taking a little bit less, more difficult classes, and I'm in the law enforcement class down at the Lake Career Technical Center again this year, which is what I love to do. It's what second year in a row doing it. It's the field I plan to go on after high school. So,
love it. Well, I hope you're enjoying that, Gunnar, and we enjoy watching you and your teammates. Best of luck on Friday night. Safe travels to and from, and we look forward to you guys bringing home another Laker win.
Thank you very much.
Gunnar, thank you. More coming up. Summit Natural Gas pregame show. 93.5 Rocks the Lake, KRMS TV.
If you're a contractor, call Kenny Carroll
Purchasing a boat is a pretty big investment, and when you purchase a Rough Water dock, you're protecting that investment for years to come. Rough Water Dock has been your trusted dock builder at the lake for over 30 years.
We're on the side here of this segment tonight.
That are built to withstand the rough waters of the Lake of the Ozarks. Rough Water is a full-service dock builder offering commercial construction, dock additions, swim docks. They're Ameren certified and fully insured. Rough Water Dock, the peace of mind you want and the protection you need.
Inundated with direct mail and robocalls for Medicare health plans? Confused by changing rules and options? That's why it's important to have a licensed insurance agent you can depend on.
Guardian Insurance Group worked with us to find the coverage that suit our specific needs. They stay in contact to make sure we're using all our benefits.
At Guardian Insurance, we have the knowledge, the experience, and the passion to help you through your Medicare health plan needs.
Give us a call or visit guardiangroupmo.com.
TV, no matter where you're watching or listening to us tonight, we appreciate you joining in for all of the festivities. Camdenton and West Plains, about 35 minutes away. Luke, I consider you my soccer correspondent here in Lakerland. How'd the Lakers fare this week?
Yeah, I actually got to go out to the pitch in Camdenton and catch the Lakers play the Elias Crusaders. Lakers come out on top 3-4 in a very exciting game out there. Jackson Basham had a hat trick himself and just had a great game all around. The goalkeeper made some, after facing some early adversity, goalkeeper came back and had a great second half to preserve the win. They ended up winning again against Bolivar in the first round of the Bolivar Invitational. They went 6-0 against them. Jace Nichols had 3 assists and a header goal. Jackson Basham had two goals. He has 7 games. Basham has had, or in 3 games, Basham has had 7 goals. They ended up beating Clinton in the next round, and they play tomorrow morning at Warrensburg, or versus Warrensburg in the Bolivar tournament. So Lakers have an opportunity to win a tournament early in the season, and kind of on a roll here in the later parts of the season.
Always a big deal to bring home some tournament hardware. We'll be watching for those Lakers this week. And how about softball? Great week as they beat Glendale on Tuesday 10-zip. They won at Central by both freshmen and JV football had some hard-fought games this week to Parkview and Elias. Tennis as well, some real close matches in a loss to Osage and Bolivar on Monday and Thursday. The JV play in the Lebanon tournament. They're playing there today. Lady Laker volleyball, a sweep against Southern Boone on Monday. And then the JV and varsity won at West Plains. And I appreciate Athletics Director Bill Kurtz always hooking me up with the information. Also, a shout-out to Lady Laker Golf. They won the Stratford Varsity Tournament. JV took 3rd place, and they played well in the MSU Tournament. That was on Thursday. Around Lakerland, and it's brought to you by EconoLift Boat Lifts. This is the Summit Natural Gas pregame show. We'll step aside when we come back. It's a look at some of the highlights from last week's big win against Parkview, the Stover Carpet and Drapery Laker highlights. It's the Summit Natural Gas pregame show, all powered by PolyLift Boat Lifts. 93.5 rocks the lake and KRMS TV.
When you're you're ready for a remodel, DKB Showroom is the place to start. You'll be amazed at the size and quality of selections we have to start your project. And with decades of design and plumbing expertise, no job is too big or too small for DKB. Call and schedule your appointment today. At DKB Showroom, we do kitchens and baths better. See our beautiful showroom in Osage Beach or visit dkbshowroom.com.
The highlights.
Where you need to look your best. They offer quality eye exams for contacts or glasses with a variety of the latest frames to fit every price range. LensMart Optical is the only lens provider at the lake that offers same-day service on single vision glasses. Visit their offices in Osage Beach or Camdenton. Dr. Brett Coons and Dr. Aaron Gagno accept patients of all ages and most insurance plans. LensMart Optical would love to help you with all your vision needs.
Staying healthy is important now more than ever. Hi, this is Katie with New Spring Wellness Center. We want to be your home for naturally better health. Whether you want to quit smoking, lose weight, boost your immunity and overall wellness with IV vitamins, or address troubles with substance abuse, we are here. We want to help you achieve better health naturally. Call us for your free consultation at 573-693-1977. We are located next to the post office in Osage Beach, or find us online at newspringwellnesscenter.com.
It's Laker football on 93.5 Rocks.
Laker highlights are brought to you by Stover Carpet and Drapery. 1st and 10, Bear Short, tunnel screen. Cam Durden. Cam with some space to the 35, to the 30. Cam at the 20-yard line, angling far sideline. Cam to the 10, Cam to the 5. Cam looking for the pylon. It's a touchdown. Cam Durden, 43 yards. He does it again, and the Lakers are on the board. Just 11:35 on the clock here, 25 seconds into the game.
And boom go the fireworks at Jaws of Death Stadium.
Play action to Durden on the slant. He's at the 5, taking a tackler with him. Leans for the goal line. Touchdown. Cam Durden does it again. 18 yards. It's 13-0 Camdenton. 8:46 to go in the first. Nunna has the punt blocked. Jaden Parkman is going to fall on it. Yes, touchdown. Parkman there for the score, and I think Kyle Edson blocked it. You can get some confirmation on the TV side of things, but Parkman scores, and the Lakers are up 20-0.
It's more like something you see in the WWE. Picked him up and planted him firmly on the field here at Jaws of Death Stadium.
Motion here into the backfield is Blake Ford. High snap. Goes to Blake, running left, angling towards the pylon. He's in for a touchdown. 27-0 Lakers, the score. Ball's going to go to Javari Stewart. He's into the end zone for a rushing touchdown, 1 yard, and the Lakers extend their lead with 11:55 to go in the second quarter. Operating out of their own end zone, Nunda to throw, and he's going to put one up for grabs, and it's intercepted by Brewer. Spins out of a tackle at the 12. He's going to take it in for a pick. 6. Noah Brewer, the 6-foot senior, on a 12-yard interception, return for a touchdown. Here's another blocked punt. Holy cow. The Lakers find their way in. Edson got in there again, another blocked punt for number 28. Mongo package on 4th and goal. Fake to Blake Ford. Rolling, throwing, and completing the pass for a touchdown to Reese Waters on 4th and goal. The Lakers extend their lead. It's now 48-0 Camdenton. Goal from the 5 now as Ford motions into the backfield. Flank to the left, fake it to him. Cade again with time, pump fakes, rolls to his right, throws for the end zone, and it is caught. Ethan Evans, touchdown. 26 seconds to go in the third. Hartson Durnan takes the snap. Feels some blindside pressure. He is flushed out of the pocket, throws on the run, and completes for a touchdown. The Lakers tack another one on.
Just kept calm, got to the outside, found a wide open receiver, and he gets to add some fireworks to his resume here at Bob Shore Stadium.
Laker highlights have been brought to you by Stover Carpet and Drapery, a family-owned business located on Highway 54 in Camdenton. Call 573-346-2208.
Stover Carpet and Drapery carries only the best carpet, vinyl.
Somerset Boat Lifts makes it easy.
Boating season is upon us, and Somerset Boat Lifts wants to make sure you're ready. They offer a full range of Duratec boat lifts, the most durable and technologically advanced boat lifts on the market, all expertly installed and serviced by the team at Somerset. Check out their range of products at somersetboatlifts.com or call 573-348-5073. Let Somerset Boat Lifts help you make boating better.
Family friendly, affordable, and open to the public. Just 3 ways to describe the Trophy Room at Old Kinderhook. The Trophy Room has been serving families affordable and delicious meals for years, and everyone is welcome. And they've got something for everyone in your family too, with prime rib specials on Friday and Saturday nights, and a great kids menu for your little ones. Book your reservation at opentable.com or call the Trophy Room at 573-317-3560.
Just west of Camdenton. This year we've added award-winning barbecue to our weekend menu. Come out and see what's on the smoker. We have ice, gas, cold drinks, pizza, and wings. We're open every morning at 6 a.m. for the fishermen to pick up your minnows, bait, and tackle. We stock basic grocery items like milk, eggs, paper products. In fact, we have everything you need to enjoy the lake and the Lakers. Whiteside Quick Shop.
It's the original home for Laker football, 93.5 Rocks.
We continue on the Summit Natural Gas pregame show. Camdenton and West Plains, about 25 minutes away here in this Ozark Conference matchup. 2 undefeated teams and a history that favors the Zizzers over the last decade. 2019, that one lone win in a district championship season for the Camdenton Lakers. Probably they were the second best team in the state behind Webb in 2019. They had to play in that head-to-head in that quarterfinal, unfortunately. But maybe this is a Camdenton team heading in the same direction. We shall find out, and we'll get some details here in some of the other big Class 5 games coming up tonight. Let's go to our BG Tree Service Score Center for the first time this evening. Sammy Stava standing by with a look at some of the games we'll be keeping our eye on tonight. Sammy, take it away.
Yes, Brendan, thank you. Week 5 of the high school football season is here, and in the Ozark Conference tonight, Bolivar is at Glendale, and that's important because Camdenton will host Bolivar next week. And meanwhile, number 4 ranked Lebanon in Class 5, they host Waynesville tonight. Also locally, Osage is at California, and another huge game in the state of Missouri, although it's in Class 6, as 4-0 Joplin is at 4-0 Nixa. From the BG Tree Service Score Center, I'm Sammy Stava. Guys, back to you.
Sammy, great job. Joplin, Nixa tonight. Luke, if we weren't here, and where else would you rather be but West Plains for the Lakers and the Zizzers? But if this game, say, were happening tomorrow, I think a lot of folks would find a way to go see Nixa and Joplin tonight. It's amazing how far Joplin has come since we last saw them in the Ozark Conference. They have really become one of the juggernauts. Southwest Missouri, and I'm talking about the Joplin Metroplex with Joplin and Carthage and Webb and Carl Junction at times. That is sort of centralized football power zone in the state of Missouri, and we get a little taste of that tonight with Joplin, and of course driving a little south of Springfield to play Nixa.
Yeah, that's a real hotbed of high school football here in our state. Highly competitive, lots of rivalries that go back a long time. With Joplin now joining the COC conference, they're really making a name for themselves down there. We kind of saw the ascension of Joplin at the tail end of their tenure in the Ozark Conference. They were kind of one of those teams that, were kind of a middle-of-the-road kind of team. But those last couple seasons in the Ozark Conference, they really started really taking advantage of their numbers ability. They were the largest school in the Ozark Conference by population, and they used that to their advantage to really build up that football program. And, just like so many things, you got to success breeds success. You start having that early success. People want to get involved. People want to get there. They certainly have the student body to fulfill a football team and really compete in the COC.
And I'm still waiting. Lebanon's got to get tested. They haven't gotten tested, I don't believe, Luke, yet in Class 5, and we're all thinking to that penultimate week of the regular season, Week 8, where Lebanon comes through Camdenton, is going to be massive. But there's still a lot we have to learn about the Yellow Jackets, but they're ranked number 4 for a reason, and they're undefeated. Coach Christian's got another really fantastic team. I can't wait for that Week 8 matchup, but there's still much we have to learn.
Yeah. Lebanon, they played at Parkview. They won 56-0. They beat Hillcrest at Hillcrest 63-22. Beat Kickapoo 31-10. Beat Bolivar 47-3. And the thing is, they said right now they're the number 1 seed in the district with Camdenton. This is a 7-team district this season, so that means the one team will get a bye in the first week of the district tournament. And that's one of those things where, is that an advantage or is it a disadvantage? If you're towards the end of the season, you maybe have some injuries and some things kind of nagging along, and you get that extra week and an opportunity to heal up, that may be great. But if you're really kind of cruising there at the end of the season and things are kind of clicking, it might behoove you to actually come in second place in that district so you get that extra game and continue your run.
No question about it, Luke. I think that's something we'll be watching through the next few weeks. And again, Sammy will be watching in our BG Tree Service Score Center. Visit BG Tree Service, or visit bgtreellc.com to view 10 reasons why you should choose BG Tree Service for your next project and to request a quote. And Luke, I think we'd be remiss in talking about what's going on down in Southwest Missouri and Springfield tonight. We'd be remiss not to send our absolute heartfelt best wishes to Art Haynes, who is a Missouri Sports Hall of Famer, the voice of the Missouri State Bears, and in many ways the voice of sports in Southwest Missouri. He's a voice I know you listened to, Luke, growing up at the lake and going to school down in Springfield. We're all wishing Art a speedy recovery tonight.
Yeah, last conversation I had with Art was actually at Jason Whittle's Hall of Fame induction. Happened to be sitting at the same table as him. He's actually from Marshall, Missouri, which is my mother's hometown. We talked a little bit about that. Talked a little bit about the 1985 state championship game where the Lakers tied the Marshall Owls, and Art was actually in Hawaii at the time broadcasting a Bears game, and this was back in '85, so you didn't have the internet to check the scores or find out whatever. So they made a long distance phone call from the island to the mainland to find out the score, and he said he was flabbergasted that the Owls would tie the Lakers in a state championship game, and one of the I guess I said 80. That would be 86, not 85, 86 season. But either way, prayers to Art and his family, and we'll be watching that for sure. And he's also a member of that Chiefs broadcast team that you can hear live on 93.5 Rocks Lake.
Like I said, Southwest Missouri, Western Missouri, Missouri Valley Conference. I can't wait to see Art there. At Arch Madness coming up in March at Enterprise Center in downtown St. Louis. Get well soon, Art Haynes. This is the Summit Natural Gas pregame show. We're getting ready for undefeated Camdenton, undefeated West Plains at the top of the hour. Coming up next, it's my conversation with assistant coach Par Pitts as we get you ready for all of the action at 7 o'clock. It's the Summit Natural Gas pregame show. It's Camdenton Laker football powered by Polylift Boat Lifts, 93.5, rocksthelake.com, and KRMS TV 32.1, YouTube KRMS TV, KRMS.TV, folks. We'd love to see you here tonight from West Plains. Back after this.
Drift away with the Driftwood Spa and Salon at Margaritaville. Start with some basic facial skin treatments to a variety of body massage treatments, or choose from 8 different spa packages to discover the perfect combination of services to relax, rejuvenate, and refresh your mind, body, and spirit. Call for an appointment, 573-348-3535.
Hi, this is Shelley from the Driftwood Spa and Salon at Margaritaville. We are located in the Driftwood building next to the indoor pool, and our new salon is directly across the street. Come drift away with us.
Property damages, lost lives, horrible losses caused by floods can be minimized or prevented. DRIPS LLC believes the best way to prevent human suffering is through a fast and simple, stress-free barrier system. One 5-connected bag system replaces 750 regular sandbags and can be set up and filled in place by 2 men in less than 10 minutes. That's 200 times faster deploy than regular sandbags. Not only are our Big Bags USA barrier systems easy to lengthen and stack, but they conform to all types of terrain. Now is the time to implement a cost-saving, efficient deployment barrier plan and method. It's never too early to be prepared. Request a free quote today by calling 800-337-0537.
And click on the Dine tab.
It's the original home for Laker football. 93.5 Rocks.
So, get closer to kickoff. Summit Natural Gas pregame show, 93.5 Rocks the Lake, and of course KRMS TV 32.1, and on all of the platforms carrying the game tonight. We hope you're watching or listening wherever you are and getting ready to enjoy some Laker football. Coach Parr Pitts with me a few minutes before we get to kickoff, and Parr, last week another Laker win, and we were talking to Gunner earlier, a game we all kind of assume Camdenton would win, but Coach, it allows you guys to really get some looks out of some of your younger players, a lot of quality reps, and especially on offense, Parr, I thought the offense showed very, very well.
Yeah, I would agree. I think it was a great opportunity for some guys to get out there and get, some action under the lights on a Friday night. And with, we talked about it last week about what a great atmosphere we had there. I mean, there was a giant crowd and enthusiastic fans. It was a great night, and those guys went out there and just did great. I think the offensive line protected well, and our receivers ran crisp routes. The quarterbacks played well. Every one of them took a snap.
When you get some of the extra snaps for the younger guys, Parr, are you guys able to evaluate much? Do you see anything where you can say, okay, maybe we spot something here, whether it's on the line, maybe it's a receiver, where you say, okay, let's try to get this guy some more snaps or some more opportunities?
Yeah, and that kind of goes on both sides of the ball. That, if a guy can get out there and really show that he's a dynamic player, whether it's pass rushing or, being able to set the line of scrimmage back on the defensive line, or, a guy like Willard DeMott. He's got some time in the second halves of games and has just shown that he is at a different speed and got some preparation this week. So it's just a good opportunity to get out there and show what you're doing if you're one of those younger guys.
Another name we talked a lot about in the booth, Ethan Evans is somebody that I think caught a touchdown pass week 1 at Rolla early in that ball game, and he got a lot of look with the second teamers last week. He seems to catch everything thrown his way, and it shows you the depth of your receivers right now, where he finds it tough to get on the field, but it's nice to know if you need somebody to step up, he is more than capable of doing that job. For sure, yeah. He's got great hands. He's a tough matchup against a defensive back because he's so big and strong, and he's getting stronger, I think, each week, and getting that speed up to where he was before his injury, and so I thought he did a great job last week, and I think he's only going to continue to make those strides as we go through. Well, Parr, the West Plains game, and an opponent that's gotten under the Lakers' skin, at least in terms of the final result, quite a bit here. The last several years, there have been some heartbreakers. There have been some heartbreakers in the playoffs. Now, of course, there's the one win we all love to think about in 2019, the walk-off field goal by Luke Galbraith. But what can we take away from some of these matchups, Parr, that maybe some of them were losses, but a lot of close games? What about West Plains has made them, and not just for you guys, but all over the league and the state, what has made West Plains more difficult to go up against? I think their overall physicality has improved over the last 8 or 9 years. And they have over the last 6 years, their true speed has been at the top or near the top of our league, and so we know that they're going to be physical and they're going to be fast. And I would say in those close games, they've been able to make plays, when it really counted, whether it was late in the game or off of a turnover, and so they've been very opportunistic. But I think that probably the thing that makes them the toughest part of their football program is they're just super physical and they've got really good speed. We're visiting with Parr Pitts, and we're coming up here on Kickoff 93.5 Rocks the Lake, KRMS TV. Par, what about tonight's matchup? What stands out? I think it's certainly fixing to be one of the best games in the state. What have you guys been able to maybe decipher on film that looks good to your eyes?
Well, they're super big play-oriented offense. They've had a bunch of touchdowns that are, over 40-yard runs or receptions, and so we know they rely on the big play. But in saying that, they have made the big plays throughout the first 4 games of the season. So we know they're a big play offense. And defensively, they are a defense that's going to be very physical at the line of scrimmage, but they rely on their speed in the secondary to recover if there's some sort of breakdown or you gain an advantage. But the speed in their secondary is going to be something that we're going to have to be able to eradicate. And then on defense, we've got to be able to stop the big play and make them snap it again.
The offensive line, you guys get Jackson Scott back tonight on that offensive line at center. Coach, it looks like just having that consistency, having that rhythm, and maybe getting that rhythm back, how critical is that going to be for success tonight?
Well, that's going to be big. He's done a great job for us last year and this year, and he's been out for a while now with a kind of shoulder injury, but he's had a great week of practice and preparation. So he's a senior and a guy that can really provide stability for us there at the center position. So it's going to be big to be able to get him back in there, and that'll allow us to. Logan Wheaty's been filling in, has done a tremendous job. Allow him to be able to help out on both sides of the ball.
Yeah, it sounds like we'll see Logan both on the offensive and defensive lines tonight. Well, Coach, you kind of hinted at it, but let's kind of break it down here. What has to happen for Camdenton to come away with a victory tonight, and also considering what I think is always kind of part of the equation, right? Is that long 3-hour trip and coming off that trip and being ready to roll when we get kickoff here at 7:00.
Yeah, I think we've got to be able to stay focused and be ready to go in on our game plan. We've got to stop the big play from a defensive perspective and make them snap it again, make them put together an 8 to 10 play drive. They haven't had to do that all year. I think that's one of the keys for us. And then on offense, we've got to just concentrate on getting first downs, and they're going to provide some sort of advantage for us. They're either going to give us the underneath routes or the deep routes or the running game. And once we start exploiting that, then we force them to change something, and it's going to open up the next level. So I think as long as we are patient, concentrate on getting first down, stop their big plays, we're going to be in good shape.
Par, thanks as always for the insight for us, and love talking football with you. And enjoy this one tonight. I know it's going to be fun and a lot of fun for Laker fans, whether they're watching at home or watching here at Scissor Stadium. It'll be a packed house and a lot of enjoyment coming their way.
Yeah, it's going to be an amazing game.
That's Par Pitts. This has been the Summit Natural Gas pregame show. Kickoff on the way. 93.5 rocks the lake. KRMS TV.
Whether you're building from the ground up or planning a DIY.
The convenience of it is what makes it awesome. We use about twice as much.
I've had these touchless covers for about 3 years now. I have them on all 3 boats here on the dock.
We don't have to constantly clean spiders off of our boats.
I'm able to come out by myself, raise them up, put them back down. They've made all the difference for me.
Purchasing a boat is a pretty big investment, and when you purchase a Rough Water dock, you're protecting that investment for years to come. Rough Water Dock has been your trusted dock builder at the lake for over 30 years, specializing in custom docks that are built to withstand the rough waters of the Lake of the Ozarks. Rough Water is a full-service dock builder offering commercial construction, dock additions, swim docks. They're Amarin certified and fully insured. Rough Water Dock, the peace of mind you want and the protection you need.
Inundated with direct mail and robocalls for Medicare health plans? Confused by changing rules and options? That's why it's important to have a licensed insurance agent you can depend on.
Guardian Insurance Group worked with us to find the coverage that suit our specific needs. They stay in contact to make sure we're using all our benefits.
At Guardian Insurance, we have the knowledge, the experience, and the passion.
football.
Picked up by Cooper Edgerton in the end zone. Touchdown! To the 15, to the 10, to the 5. It's a touchdown for the Lakers. Deep middle has a man, and Falco makes the catch. He's at the 10-5 touchdown. 3 seconds on the clock. His third touchdown of the half.
Polylift Lakers football on 93.5 Rocks. It's sponsored in part by Summit Natural Gas, BG Tree Service, Design and Print Company, Econolift, Element Roofing, a division of Conscorp, GFL Environmental, Heritage Bank of the Ozarks, High Brothers Lumber and Home Center, HMI Fireplace, Kenny Carroll Excavating, Lake Ozark Water and Sewer, Lensmart Optical, New Spring Wellness Center, Oak Star Bank, the Trophy Room at Old Kinderhook, Pacific Pools, Polylift, Quiet Side Quick Shop, Royal Heating and Air, Slumberland Furniture, State Fair Community College, Stover Carpet and Drapery, Somerset Boat Lifts, The Butcher Shop, The Motor Hut, The Smith Law Firm, Purcell Tire, Mid-City Lumber, Top Deck, and Wadley Boots. Now, let's head up to the Kenny Carroll Excavating broadcast booth with the official voices of the Camdenton Lakers, Brendan Matthews, Luke Hagedorn,
all right, here we go,
and Kevin Burns.
The Lakers.
Where else would you rather be than West Plains, Missouri tonight? The undefeated West Plains Zizzers, 7th ranked in Class 4. The undefeated 4-0 Camdenton Lakers, 7th ranked in Class number 5. Something's got to give tonight, a monster matchup in the Ozark Conference. So glad to have you here tonight inside the Kenny Carroll Excavating broadcast booth. My name is Brendan Matthews. My broadcast partner, Luke Hagedorn. Down on the sideline, it's KB. Sammy Stavas in our BG Tree Service Score Center. Mike Anthony back in Osage Beach. We've got Joseph and Nikki, Camdenton Lakers students, helping us out with the television broadcast tonight because, of course, we're on KRMS TV. It's on YouTube already, KRMS.TV, our Roku channel. If you've downloaded that, if you haven't, do it now. And then at 7 o'clock, we're on KRMS TV 32.1 with your antenna-enabled television set. Luke, a big night. We're so thrilled to be bringing Laker football to so many different folks because this feels like maybe the biggest game of the year.
Yeah, it certainly does. And interesting thing happening there. Good shot, good job by our camera folks. You know, you get the Zizzers coming out of their, traditional tunnel with the smoke and the band and everything like that. Jeff took his team kind of over here in a quiet little corner, and it was just head coach Jeff Shore and the players. The rest of the coaching staff, everybody else kind of got to their places, but Jeff took the squad over there, just kind of secluded, had a little pep talk with them, kind of get them additionally focused. And it's something we haven't seen Jeff do here at West Plains, the Zizzers Stadium here in South Howell County. But I think he understands this game brings on a little bit of imports. I said it in the pregame show. 2-4-7. 2 teams, 4-0, ranked 7 in the state. Somebody comes out with a win. Somebody goes home 4-1.
I got to tell you, I'm a little surprised the West Plains fan zone, if you will, all of there. It's a little thin on the far side of the field. KB's down on the sidelines. His update's brought to you by Lensmart Optical. KB, you've probably got a good view of all the Laker fans that have made the trip down here to Southern Missouri.
Yeah, we've got, I would say, in the neighborhood of close to 100 folks representing. Wow. And over there on the other side, Brendan, on that, I guess if you want to call it, southern end of the stands, a little light as far as...
really is.
And I was talking with Ernie Calvert, and Ernie and I were discussing the pending implications and why more Zizzers fans didn't turn out for this one. I mean, even the center where they've got those nice, comfortable-looking red bleachers, there's some holes in there, but all the way to the north end of those bleachers looks like a lot of folks there. However, we're getting a little cloud cover. Would have been nice to have that about an hour and a half ago when we first got here. However, again, we've got a group of guys that I think is ready for tonight. They understand what's at stake. They are definitely going to do what they can do to bring home a victory for the Lakers. And I know we, again, have all the Laker faithful out there tonight listening to us on TV, on radio, wherever you're at in the Lake of the Ozarks area. Maybe you're somewhere in the state, somewhere in the country, somewhere in the world listening to Laker football or watching it on KRMS TV. And for the hundreds in attendance I'd say let's get ready to rumble, but then you got to pay for that. Let's again thank Lensmart Optical for the ability to have the sideline report, and then of course I ran into Charlie and Cheryl Warmack from HMI Fireplace Shop sponsoring the Man Cavs. They are here supporting their Lakers tonight, and we hope you are as well. And gentlemen, as I love to say, go Lakers!
KB, we'll be checking in all night long, my friend. Thank you so much. You mentioned some of the cloud cover as we take a look at your Royal Heating and Air weather forecast. Of course, Royal Heating and Air, the king of comfort. We've got 70 degrees right now, partly cloudy skies. Temperatures will be dropping into the mid-60s. Incredibly comfortable early fall weather for some Ozark Conference football here. I don't think it could get much better. There is some rain to our north, not a factor for us at all. This is going to be a whale of a ball game. Luke, you saw the coin toss. Looks like West Plains won the toss, and they're going to get the ball.
Yeah, it should be interesting. Shout out to all the folks. I see the several earbuds out there. I see Chris McElroy, Matt Ford, some of the other guys with their earbuds listening to our broadcast. Always glad to have those in-stadium fans listening to 93.5 Rocks.
And bear in mind, if you're listening, there's going to be a little delay. So if you wonder why haven't they talked about this, that happened 15 seconds ago, that would be why. But folks, glad you're here with us. 93.5rocksthelake.com, of course, where you can listen and watch the live video feed. And we want to welcome those folks. In fact, they're getting ready to join us here in just a second. Luke, a final thought from you before we get this thing kicked off.
Man, you come into this game, two evenly matched teams. Here, a little stat for you. The Lakers have given up 33 points. Or the Lakers have scored 43.8 points per game, have given up 8.8, while the West Plains Scissors have scored 33.3 and given up 10.5. So the number of advantages there, but as you mentioned before, the Lakers probably playing a little bit tougher schedule so far in this part of this early season. This will be the first real big test, I think, that the Scissors have seen so far, other than, of course, Kickapoo.
It's going to be a fabulous game, folks. Buckle up. Enjoy the ride. If you're sitting comfortably, enjoying the evening, glad you are with us and glad you are watching on KRMS TV 32.1 as you join us here at the top of the hour. Again, West Plains to get the football. We talked about it earlier. Their special teams, at least against Glendale, the footage I watched looked a little clunky, and we know the Camdenton Lakers special teams unit, they have shined at times. They've got blocked punts. They've got recovered touchdowns. They've got long returns, Luke, and of course they've got Camdenton.
Yeah, and the thing about Lakers special teams had been a bit of a bugaboo early in Jeff Short's career. He brings in Brett Edson, who takes over as that special teams coordinator, not only working with the kickers and the specialists, but the whole teams all together that really kind of clean things up, and it's really become an advantage, a weapon, another weapon in the tool bag for the Lakers, what they're able to do on those special teams downs.
Camdenton to kick the football away to start us off here from West Plains, Missouri. Folks, so glad you're with us. It's Poly Live Boat Live Laker football. 93.5 Rocks the Lake. KRMS TV. It's a pooch kick by Durnan. Hits at the 28-yard line. Goes out of bounds. And as we sing the praises of special teams, they're going to give West Plains a pretty good spot to start their first possession at their own 35-yard line.
Yeah, trying to change things up there, show a look that this Lakers squad has used. They've used that similar kind of kick. You think back to Mason Bennett as the kicker and how, while he didn't have the strongest leg of the conference, he was able to place that ball in certain positions, and Lakers snagged several extra possessions because of that. Team captains tonight for the Lakers: number 5, Bear Shore; number 22, Wiley Powers; number 43, Jaden Parkman; and number 74, Big Gabe Norton.
Jackson Scott back in at center tonight. We'll talk about that on offense. Jacoby Coleman out, not on that defensive line that's been so good. We'll see some of Logan Wheat. In fact, I think Logan's out there right now on the first snap of the ball game. Aiden Simpson, the quarterback for this West Plains team, moving right to left. And they'll motion into the backfield and hand it off on first down. The Lakers are going to do a good job of stringing it out. Javari Stewart popped him first after a gain of a couple on a first down run by Jesse Hudson.
Yeah, Hudson motions into the backfield, takes that look, tries to just kind of use his patience and wait for an opening for his lineman to make an opening in the Laker defense. The Lakers playing discipline. Tommy McElroy kind of getting everybody lined up and able to bring him down, stretch it out, and here we go again. Strength here to the near side.
Simpson going to take the snap from right under center. It's an option right. He pitches it out to the right and getting into space for a moment, but the Lakers bring him down. A late flag comes flying in as well. That's a Heston Miller He's a little shiftier back there for the West Plains team, and it's going to be a hold against the Zizzers to back him up.
Yeah, Caden Jefferson just penetrates into the backfield, forces the quarterback to make an early decision there, and that leads to a hold here, and all of a sudden the Zizzers are going to start in a little bit of a hole.
That's a top deck penalty to back West Plains up and play behind the chains.
They're saying you're a little hot. But yeah, this is a great position. Lakers have forced West Plains in 2 plays. Really haven't, really found a lot of offensive success, and you get a penalty on top of that. Lakers have an opportunity here on this first drive to make a statement and set the tone.
So now, second down and very long for this West Plains offense. Pre-snap motion, they set up a little tunnel screen, one of our favorite plays, and the Lakers, they sniff it out perfectly. Reese Waters with the tackle after the short gain from Jesse Hudson.
Yeah, just like I said, that's a play this Laker defense has got to be pretty familiar with
doubt.
this, because the way that the purple 5 wide, I'm getting defense and offense screwed up in my mind here. It's a long road trip down here to Howell County. We're getting fired up, and this is, I tell you, Brendan, with the way the weather feels right now, the importance of this football game, we're in it. This is football season.
We've arrived. And you hear KB down there in the midst of the Lakers sidelines getting some of that Purple Haze chant. Third down and long. And there's another misdirection, and Miller's going to get onto space down the right sideline. Is going to have the first down and a lot more. Tackled out of bounds by Parkman. Wondered for a second if he didn't bring him down after he was out of bounds, but either way, you're going to move the chains for the Zizzers. They're on the plus side of the field as they break a big play on third and long.
Yeah, Miller comes in at 6'1", 205, and he's got some wheels. Real good block out there by the wide receiver. And that's kind of what opened that up, and Lakers let him off the hook where they had him kind of on the ropes there. Now all of a sudden, West Plains going to snatch back the early momentum.
Simpson to take the snap from under center again on 1st and 10 from the Laker 40-yard line. Hand it off on first down, and this is going to be the third different West Plains ball carrier that we see tonight, Luke, and there might be a couple more that we see before it's all said and done. That's McCracken on the run. He actually returned an interception in that Glendale game for a pick 6, so he is a multi-faceted back for the Zizzers.
Another senior, another 200-pounder back there, so they can. They've gashed the Lakers side to side. They've gashed them north and south. Now it's time for this Purple Haze defense to make a play.
In the first quarter here, no score, first possession of the ball game, and there's Miller trying to bounce it outside to no avail as the Lakers get their first. Jefferson cut off the lane initially, and he's got a little high five, little Bash Brothers forearm pump there after the play.
Yeah, Jefferson really making an impact there on the left side of the line. He's able to consistently beat his man. And although the referees use forward progress to give back a lot of that yardage, still it's third down, 8 here. And so far we haven't seen this offense really push the ball downfield, so see if the Lakers can come up with a big one here.
We'll come out of the shotgun here.
Talking to his head coach, trying to get the play call.
Better hurry up.
Simpson has Conyers flanked to his right, play action. Rolls out to his right, wants to tuck it and run. Jefferson gets there from behind to bring him down. Well short of the line to gain, and what a opening drive defensively for Caden Jefferson.
Yeah, Jefferson coming up big, but all of a sudden.
Talk about a missed penalty.
Head coach.
Did you guys see that back there?
Joel Watt has a decision to make here.
Was that a hold back there, KB?
A hold, a face mask, a mugging. Oh, my goodness. And it was blatant. I mean, the entire Lakers sideline saw that. And probably some folks from the International Space Station.
A timeout. West Plains are going to talk it over here a little bit on fourth down.
Slumberland Furniture timeout. We'll take one as well. It's Camdenton Laker football. Big fourth down coming up. Powered by Polylift Boat Lifts on 93.5 Rocks of the Lake and KRMS TV.
The WP Controls manufactures the most user-friendly and convenient boat lift controllers on the market right here at the Lake of the Ozarks. Great for weekenders and full-time residents. They're designed to view and control your lift from any device, from anywhere. Imagine operating your lift on your way home from a day on the lake, so it's ready when you get there. Features include built-in camera, easy-to-use touchscreen, internet and Bluetooth-enabled remote control app, programmable receptacles for dock accessories, and instant text notification of any lift movement. Visit WPControlsLLC.com.
On 93.5 Rocks.
Brendan Matthews, Luke Hagedorn with you inside our Kenny Carroll Excavating broadcast booth. KB down on the sidelines. 4th down and 5 coming up here. From the Laker 35-yard line.
A late substitution here for the Zizzers. Trying to go a little 4-by-1 set here. Never really did get set.
Setting up a screen on 1st down. Bobbles out and incomplete.
Yeah, the late substitution in there for the Zizzers was also the one who was going to receive the pass. Don't think they ever really fully got set there. So the first big play of the night goes the Lakers' favor.
Attention parents, State Fair Community College is
4th down, does not convert, and the Lakers take over. 1st and 10. 8 minutes, 35 seconds left in the first quarter. 0-0.
Quiet side, quick shot, change of possession there, Luke. And the Lakers have it 1st and 10. Let's see if we get a QB draw on this first offensive play, Luke.
It has been pretty good, and against a team that only rushes 3.
Javari motions to the right side, and there it is. QB draw, Bear Shore right up the middle as he lowers his shoulder across the 35-yard line, brought down at about the 39, a gain of 3.5, 4 yards on 1st down.
So West Plains only has 3 down linemen, but they're keeping 2 linebackers in there. And part of that is because they understand that you can motion Javari or any of those other guys in the backfield, hand it off, and they know Bear Shore can beat you with his legs.
On 2nd down, Bear rolling out to his right. Now steps up. Now wants to tuck it. He can't break a tackle at the 36-yard line. Brought down on an open field tackle. Nice play there, Luke, in the open field.
Yeah, he had a man for a second. Just a little bit of indecision there leads to a now the sudden pressure on the Laker offense here on 3rd and long.
Quincy Doolittle with the tackle, and this is a 3rd down and 8. Actually, this is closer to 3rd down and 10.
They did lose some yardage on that sack.
Bear throws underneath. Reception made by Reese Waters, but he's going to be bottled up at the 39-yard line and brought down well short of the line again, and the Lakers going to have to kick this one away. 7:25. New Spring Wellness Center time check in the first quarter, folks. No score. So glad to have you here from West Plains, Missouri.
And here we're going to call Cam Dernan's name for the first time tonight, which is a bit odd. Oh,
Cam rolling out to his right, and it's going to be an attempt at the rugby-style kick, and he mistimed it and brought down across the 35-yard line. A disastrous special teams play. I mean, my goodness, everything we said earlier on, and that's 2 special teams plays not going the Lakers' way, and West Plains will have it at the Laker 36-yard line.
Yeah, he rolls out to the side there, and what you're trying to do is buy time for your coverage team to get downfield, and then you can kick a line drive kick. You don't have to really put that air underneath it if you give your coverage team time to get down the field. That time backfires on the Lakers, and head coach Joel Wyatt for the West Plains Zizzers is rewarded for going for it on 4th down earlier, even though he did not make it.
All right. So this is West Plains operating from the left hash, and they're going to set up a screen to the far side and wide open with a ton of room, bringing it down inside the Pacific Pools red zone for a 1st and 10. The Zizzers are in business.
Some sort of miscommunication there, because that was a 2-on-1 situation on the right side. You had 2 receivers against 1 defender. Quarterback, all he had to do was get the ball out there. One receiver picks up the block, the other one picks up the first down. And all of a sudden, in a game where you felt like the Lakers were in pretty good shape, all of a sudden, they got their backs against the wall a little bit.
They sure do here. 1st and 10, West Plains operating inside the Pacific Pools red zone from the 17-yard line. Motion to the right as Simpson will hand it off. Again, deep in the backfield, brought down from behind. Javari Stewart, another tackle. McCracken brings it down close to the 10-yard line, second down.
Yeah, they motion Hafer into the backfield there, and he becomes a second lead blocker there. So you go from a formation that looks pretty traditional to a kind of a stacked I formation, and you got extra blockers up the middle, plowing the way for the running back.
Second down and 6. Inside the Pacific Pools red zone. Right hash, I formation behind Simpson, the quarterback. Receiver motions. Hand it off. McCracken breaks one tackle, lowers his shoulder inside the 10. Lakers going to bottle him up and then throw him backwards. Gets a couple of yards, sets up a critical third down here. 5:50 to go in the first quarter, no score.
This West Plains offense have certainly made plays when they needed it, but it's not the well-oiled machine we've seen over the years when they had Mr. 2000 himself, Connor Lair, in the backfield. Scissors are in the red zone inside the 10-yard line. So whatever they're doing, it certainly is working out for them at this point. But just like I said, it just doesn't look quite as smooth and crisp and as we've seen out of the Scissor team in the past. That's kind of what I felt like when we saw these guys down at the Jamboree. They could tell they had some skills, some guys just weren't quite as crisp as we'd seen in the past.
Third down. Keeper for Simpson running right. He's going to get brought down.
Little low snap there.
McElhier there.
A little low snap causes him to kind of hesitate, gives the Laker defense an opportunity to react, and here we are, fourth down. You got to think they're going for it here. Don't know what their kicking situation necessarily is, how they feel about their field goal unit, but
looks like go zone, right?
I would think so, but at the same time, coming away with a point, if you come away empty-handed here, it's gonna.
Oh my gosh, that's a red zone alert.
Yeah.
They've got a few little tricks up their sleeves here, KB, with the sound system. 4th and 2 inside the Pacific Pools red zone. Simpson to throw out of the perimeter, and it is caught. Miller bringing it inside the 5-yard line. Is going to set up first down and goal for the Scissors. Not what you were looking for, but they've got a chance to get on the board first. That's actually Hudson with the catch. First and goal coming up for the Scissors.
That time the Lakers had the right number of coverage over there, but they just played it so loose in a situation like that. All they had to do, again, is complete the pass, fall forward. Now they got 4 shots inside the Lakers' 5-yard line, inside the Lakers' 4-yard line, really.
And starting to notice a little bit, we talked about Jacoby Coleman not in that defensive line front. He's been so critical for the push those guys, the surge that Laker defensive line has been able to get here in the first few weeks of the season. This is first and goal for West Plains. Simpson taking the snap from under center. Toss it right. This time it's Miller, and he's going to get caught and dropped. Dropped for a loss.
Even after a hold.
Yeah, try to get the toss sweep to the outside there. Had a little bit of a convoy going, as you said, maybe wrapped up a couple Lakers over there, but Lakers using their speed and their reaction to get to the outside. And I think that's one strength is the speed, the team speed the Lakers have on defense. It's hard to run to the outside unless you fool them. Unless you fool the Lakers, it's hard to get to the outside. I think the one way to beat the Lakers is to run right at them, to be honest with you.
And Oak Star Bank played a bank on there by Spencer Mellencamp as he helped finish off that tackle. With snap from under center. Toss it right. This time it's Miller, and he's going to get caught and dropped. Dropped for a loss.
Even after a hold.
To the 27-yard line, Tommy McElhier. Another Oak Star Bank played a bank on, and the Scissors are thrown for a huge loss.
What a great job by number 9. Gets across the line, sets his sight on the quarterback, and he will not give up. Puts him into the ground. Wow. Tommy looking good tonight.
And now the Lakers may force the Scissors' hand if they can stop him one more time to think about a field goal. Operating from the right hash inside the Pacific Pools red zone, 3rd and goal from the 19. Simpson out of the gun. Play action. Wants to throw for the end zone. He's got a man behind the defense. Javari gets there to bat it away. Incomplete. No flags. And it brings up a 4th down and goal. Nice play by Javari.
Yeah, Javari had Jesse Hudson one-on-one. Hudson looked like he had a bead on that football, but Javari puts himself in position to let that ball fall harmlessly to the turf. Brings up 4th down. Looks like West Plains keeping the offense on the field.
Like I said, in that game against Glendale, they missed 3 consecutive PATs, so I'm not sure They feel great about their kicking situation, so they're forced to go on 4th and goal from the 19. Let's see if the Lakers can stand up and make a play. We get a whistle and a flag before the snap. Another top deck penalty against the Zizzers.
Yeah.
Back them up more.
I know I say this a lot. I don't feel like these offensive teams get set all the time. That includes the Lakers on some of these plays. But in high school football, I think they give them a little bit more of a leeway than you might see on some of the other levels there. But that time, not fully set. And take another 5 steps backward. And all of a sudden, what was 4th and 19 is 4th and 24.
Yeah, outside the Pacific Pools red zone now, Luke.
This is one of the
23 to go on the first quarter clock. New Spring Wellness Center time check.
Lakers in a great position here, but if West Plains pulls it off, it's going to be so disheartening.
Simpson, the snap. Feels some pressure from behind. He throws it on the run down the right sideline, and it's incomplete. Javari was there again. It's another quiet side, quick shot, change of possession. Back to the Lakers.
2 big plays by Javari Stewart on that drive. Shuts down West Plains when it looked like all things were going West Plains there, and the Purple Haze defense sticks their feet in the ground and gets the football back for Bear Shore, and this Purple Tide 5 wide.
They had 1st and goal, guys, at the 5?
Yeah.
And the Lakers stop them, no points.
And a running game that, with the exception of a couple plays, looked like their running game was kind of where it's at. Then all of a sudden they abandon the running game and go to the pass, and the Lakers, I think that plays into the Lakers' strength here. With all the athletes the Lakers have on that defense, and the way that they, play defense against themselves all the time, they're pretty good at covering the pass.
From the left hash on 1st and 10. Bears going to hook up with Reese Waters, turning it down the sideline. 1st down and more to the 40. Reese Waters to midfield. Reese Waters cuts it back again. Reese Waters could go all the way to the 15, 10. Reese to the 5. Reese tackled from behind, short of the goal line. It'll bring up 1st and goal inside the Pacific Pools red zone.
When you're ready for a remodel, DKB Showroom is the place to start.
Motors down the field with a big block, huge block by Hayes Hewlett right here at the 50-yard line that really sprung him for that. When you go back and watch the film on that, check out number 3 and the block that he got on that play. And Lakers in business here.
Goal to goal.
1st down and more to the 40. Reese Waters to midfield. Reese Waters cuts it back again. Reese Waters could go all the way to the 15, 10. Reese to the 5. Reese tackled from behind.
Toggies and puts on the first 6 points of the night. Lakers take the lead.
And he does it inside the Mid-City Lumber 2-minute warning. Locations in Osage Beach, Columbia, Boonville, Jefferson City, and Sedalia.
Oh!
Yes, sir.
Come on, tough guy.
Cam is on for the PAT. The brothers Dernan looking to operate here and pick up their first PAT of the night.
Yeah, these 3 are always the first one on the field.
Good snap, good hold. Kick is away. The kick is good. Here's Smith Law Firm score. Camdenton 7, West Plains nothing. It's Camdenton Laker football powered by Poly Lift Boat Lifts on 93.5 Rocks the Lake and KRMS TV.
Attention parents, State Fair Community College is your source for dual credit courses. Taking dual credit courses means your high school student can earn college credit at a significant
Somerset Boat Lifts makes it easy.
Boating season is upon us, and Somerset Boat Lifts wants to make sure you're ready. They offer a full range of Duratec boat lifts, the most durable and technologically advanced boat lifts on the market, all expertly installed and serviced by the team at Somerset. Check out their range of products at somersetboatlifts.com or call 573-348-5073. Let Somerset Boat Lifts help you make boating better.
SomersetBoatLifts.com.
All different attitude. Things seemed a little, I don't want to say glum, but the Lakers really just didn't come out with their usual swagger until they exploded. That defense able to hold on and get the Lakers in relatively decent field position. A nice run. And man, oh man, that's what happens if you give a defense an opportunity to keep taking swings at you and you don't take care of business. And guess what? The Lakers on the board first. 1:55 left in this first quarter. And Lakers fans across the fruited plain cheering like crazy.
Somerset Boat Lift kickoff. Another short one by Cam. They stop and then hand off the ball We've never seen that. A little trick play on the kickoff, and the Zizzers are going to get a big return out of it onto the plus side of the field.
Yeah, they set that one up for sure. It's I've seen that on TV before. I've never seen it in real life, and to work like that was pretty good. Don't know if the Lakers had that scouted, but man, up until that time, that last drive, how crazy was that last drive? The Zizzers get inside the 5-yard line, and then a matter of game clock, seconds later, the Lakers are inside the 2-yard line.
On the other side of the field.
You're flipping 97 yards of field possession just like that, and up until they got that big return, the Lakers had fully grasped momentum in a ball game where it was kind of undetermined as of yet.
I want to give credit to a big run there, courtesy of the trophy room at Old Kinderhook to Reese Waters on that near touchdown run, as now the Lakers on 1st and 10 throw back the Zizzer ball carrier, finished off by big Gabe Norton.
Norton in there, Javari again showing out on defense.
Do we want to take the credit when we talked to Javari back, was that week 1, and Jeff told me, hey, talk to Javari, let's get him going, and basically since that conversation, he's number two. God's honest truth, folks, he's been one of the defensive MVPs of this unit.
Yeah,
he's been better defensively than he has offensively.
And his contributions on offense have not been nothing.
Right. I formation, 2 receivers here left. Hudson in motion, he gets the ball. Left side, the Lakers bottle him again. Wiley Powers, Jaden Parkman. It's going to force a 3rd down and long for the Zizzer offense. Under a minute to go in this first quarter.
Hudson's helmet comes up there, so he's going to at least have to take a little break. But it's clear that they're trying to a concerted effort to get the ball to number 22 over there. A little substitution here for the Lakers. Little fresh legs coming into the offensive line with Garrett Hilton checking in the ball game.
Again, remember, no Jacoby Coleman there at the nose position. Lakers are subbing guys in and out.
Yeah, and they would do that anyway.
Right.
But that's just one more guy that could be in that rotation to keep everybody fresh.
3rd down and long for this Zizzer offense. Play action. Simpson feels some pressure. Is going to dump it off to the right. Reese Waters brings him down. Let's see where they're going to mark this. Just from our kind of point of view, yeah, he's got it beyond the line to gain, and it's a 1st and 10 for the Zizzers. 10 seconds, New Spring Wellness Center time check here in the first quarter. Lakers up 7-0.
Yeah, imagine the Zizzers are going to go ahead and let this run out because still don't feel like they're completely organized offensively. They got to bring it to the sideline and talk it over.
Folks, we got a good one. Glad you're with us no matter where you're listening or watching tonight. 1 quarter in the books. Your Smith Law Firm score, Camdenton 7, West Plains nothing. It's Laker football powered by Polylift Boat Lifts. 93.5 rocks the lake and KRMS TV.
WP Controls manufactures the most user-friendly and convenient boat lift controllers on the market right here at the Lake of the Ozarks. Great for weekenders and full-time residents. They're designed to view and control your lift from any device, from anywhere. Imagine operating your lift on your way home from a day on the lake, so it's ready when you get there. Features include built-in camera, easy-to-use touchscreen, internet and Bluetooth-enabled remote control app, programmable receptacles for dock accessories, and instant text notification of any lift movement. Visit WPControlsLLC.com.
274. It's the original home for Laker football. 93.5 rocks.
7-0 Camdenton as we start the second quarter, but before we get back to action to Sammy Stava, we go in the BG Tree Service Score Center. He's got an update for us. Sammy.
Yes, thank you, Brennan. It is 12-0 Glendale over Bolivar right now, and Lebanon has jumped out to a 7-0 lead over Waynesville, and in Class 6, Nixa has a 14-0 lead over Joplin late in the first quarter. From the BG Tree Service Score Center, I'm Sammy Stava. Guys, back to you.
Sammy, great job. Thank you, sir. And we'll keep an eye on all those games. Back to action here as West Plains, again, will throw it out onto the perimeter. And Hudson will bring it out inside the 25. Zizzers on the move here. Brendan Matthews, Luke Hagedorn inside the Kenny Carroll Excavating broadcast booth. KBU on the sidelines. You just heard from Sammy, Mike Anthony back in Osage Beach. And we've got Joseph and Nikki, 2 Camdenton Laker students from the LCTC and the great program they run at Camdenton, helping us out, doing a fabulous job. Hope you guys are enjoying the great pictures they're shooting here and sending them back to you no matter where you're watching Laker football tonight. Brings up 2nd down and 2 for the Zizzers from the left hash.
Attention parents, State Fair Community.
There's Conyers, the little scat back for the Zizzers, as he's going to get shut down as he brings it inside the 25-yard line. Watched a lot of Conyers in the Glendale game, Luke, and if you let him get some space out on the edge, he can really be a game changer. You got to watch out for him. He's not going to get as many carries, but he's a good change of pace back for West Plains as he does pick up the first down on that run.
Yeah, in an offense like this, it's important to have, in any offense, it's important to have playmakers, but especially the way they use their running back. You just got to have a lot of fresh legs back there. Guys can do different things, and as you mentioned, you bring in a guy who's a little bit of a change of pace, kind of throws a little change up at that defense, and they got to change the way they do things.
McCracken, the tailback here out of the I formation as Simpson takes the snap from under center. McCracken gets it up the middle, lowers his shoulder, tripped up by Parkman, but not before. He finds himself inside the Pacific Pools red zone on a run of about 6.
And again, Lakers, obviously West Plains able to move the football, and the Lakers have just come up with big plays at opportune times.
Operating from the left hash. Not sure what kind of numbers our PA announcers barking out here, but nonetheless, inside the Pacific Pools red zone. 2nd down and 4 for the Zizzers from the 17-yard line. I formation behind Simpson. He's going to hand it to his big fullback. He's got some space rumbling inside the 10-yard line. Tripped up at about the 8. That's going to set up goal to go for West Plains. Their second opportunity, 1st and goal. They couldn't score the last time, however.
And again, Purple A's defense tested here with their backs against the end zone. Last time they came in big, forced West Plains to stick it in reverse. See if they can do it again here.
Yeah, great job by the defense the last time. Plays by McEllier and Javari. Let's see who answers the bell this time. From the 8, goal to go. Left hash.
West Plains going to spread it out a little bit.
We're going to get a whistle here and a timeout by the Laker defense. Another Slumberland Furniture timeout. We'll step aside. Big set of plays coming up, though. Lakers up 7-0. It's Camdenton Laker football, powered by Poly Lift Boat Lifts. 93.5 Rochester Lake and KRMS TV.
When you're ready for a remodel, DKB Showroom is the place to start. You'll be amazed at the size and quality of selections we have to start your project. And with decades of design and plumbing expertise, no job is too big or too small for DKB. Call and schedule your appointment today. At DKB Showroom, we do kitchens and baths better. See our beautiful showroom in Osage Beach or visit dkbshowroom.com.
Does that work?
It's the original home for Laker football, 93.5 Rocks.
All right, so the last time West Plains had a goal to go, Lakers stopped them and actually forced them to operate on 4th and goal from the 19-yard line. See if they can back them up again. They got a big sack from McEllier on that last series to back them up. But West Plains, on a trick play on their kick return, started on the plus side of the field, and they've been on the move ever since. 1st and goal, 10:08 to go in the second quarter. Plus side of the field, Lakers up 7-0.
Yeah, West Plains operating out of their own spread formation here.
Option right for Simpson. Pitch it out to the right. Trying to turn the corner is Miller. Breaks one tackle and then leans forward inside the 5 to set up 2nd and goal. And we'll call it from about the 2.5 or so.
Yeah, they spread the Lakers out there, and typically, you think pass is the situation there, but they're using the spread to spread the defense out and use that option look. Lakers string it out, and almost had an opportunity to bring them in for a loss, but the individual effort by the West Plains player puts him in business here.
He's a smart runner, guys. He is really smart. He watches his blocks.
Yeah.
And he knows when to cut, and he really is he's a very patient young man for a high school football player.
They've got a good stable of backs here, KB.
Sure do.
2nd and goal. Give it to McCracken this time, running left. He finds his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Zizzers are a PAT away from tying it up.
Yeah, punch, counter punch. We're used to that in these West Plains Camdenton games. Could be like that all night, but for now, all of a sudden, Lakers still have the 1-point lead here. And as you mentioned, the field goal operation is a little bit suspect. They do the swinging gate.
They do the swinging gate,
which leaves you open for plenty of of fakes and things like that, and there's options you can do out of this formation when you do this, but it's also a lot of moving parts.
So they move left and now move back to the right. I'm not sure we're going to see Daniel Edson throwing to Forrest Schock out of this particular formation. Good snap. The hold is good, and the kick almost got blocked, but it's good as our first train sighting of the night comes by Zizzer Stadium as we'll step aside. Your Smith Law Firm score Camdenton 7, West Plains 7, 9:19 to go in the second. It's Laker football powered by Poly Live Boat Lifts, 93.5 Rocks the Lake and KRMS TV.
Somerset Boat Lifts makes it easy.
Boating season is upon us, and Somerset Boat Lifts wants to make sure you're ready. They offer a full range of Duratec boat lifts, the most durable and technologically advanced boat lifts on the market, all expertly installed and serviced by the team at Somerset. Check out their range of products at somersetboatlifts.com or call 573-348-5073. Let Somerset Boat Lifts help you make boating better.
SomersetBoatLifts.com.
That's 866. Deck it out.
It's the original home for Laker football, 93.5 Rocks.
I want to thank High Brothers Lumber and Home Center for helping us bring you this television broadcast tonight, no matter where you're watching. KRMS TV 32.1, our KRMS TV YouTube channel, 935rocksthelake.com. So many different ways to watch. And how about the KRMS TV Roku channel, Luke? It's only been in existence for like 5 or 6 days. They had 150 downloads in the first 12 hours of existence.
Yeah, I heard them break that news live on the air, and I was like, oh, well, somebody told me, but hey, we're getting the word out there.
Here's a Somerset Boat Lift kickoff, and hey, what's good for the goose is good for the gander, right? Out of bounds. Lakers will have it 1st and 10 at their own 35. After that, Top Deck penalty. Of course, Top Deck, the home of the 50-year deck.
Yeah, Lakers almost tried to go after that one, but you just want to let that one go out of bounds, and nothing terrible can happen. You get the ball in pretty good field position, and with this potent Laker offense, operating from the 35-yard line is could be easy money here.
Their last possession, Reese Waters took a long pass all the way down to the 1-yard line. I believe it was around 77, 78 yards on that Reese Waters pass and catch. And then Bear Shore capped it off with a 1-yard touchdown run.
Well, 4x1 here.
4 to the right, and Bear QB draw up the middle, then cut it back left, cut it back right as he sidestepped a tackler, and he's brought down about a yard or two shy the line to gain, and that is a trophy room at Old Kinderhook. Big run by Bear Shore.
Yeah, little tendency breaker there. Show a different look that you haven't really seen before, but stick with the simplicity of the quarterback run. I'd say one name we haven't called a whole lot is that Camdenton.
I think that's going to change soon. Bear looks left, and there he is. Isolated to the left, picks up an easy pass and catch for a gain of 5 yards, and that's a butcher shot first down for the Lakers.
Sticking with that 4x1 formation there, that means there's 4 receivers to the far side of the field. Cam Durnan's isolated by himself down here. They got the one-on-one matchup against Ryland Kinslow.
Loving that hurry-up offense.
There's the QB draw again by Bear Shore, running up the middle before he's bottled up. Actually, I thought he got thrown down. No, he kept the legs churning all the way down to the 45-yard line. Another nice run by QB1.
Yeah, they get right back up to the line. They're over here searching, looking for their calls on the sideline. Now we got Hayes Hewlett coming over here to the near side. So now you got the 2x3, the traditional Purple Tide 5 wide.
Bear picked up 7, 2nd and 3 from the 45 left hash, moving right to left. 7-7 the score. Bear wants to go deep. Down the right sideline, man coverage, turning around to make the catch. At the 21-yard line is Edson. And it's 1st and 10, a butcher shot, first down for the Lakers, in business again.
You run quarterback draw, you run screen, you run...
As KB said, right back to the line. Low snap this time. Bear running left. Bear cuts it back right. Still churning the legs all the way down to the 11-yard line. And that's going to be, I think, close to the line to gain again. And another butcher shot. First down. Move those chains.
You mentioned the low snap, but it was right in Bear Shore, able to handle it, no problem. Right back up the line here. Turbo offense right now.
Bear quickly fires it to Camdenton, and he's immediately met. Nice open field tackle. Didn't have a lot of room there to run to the boundary.
Reese Waters looking for a flag there.
I was just going to say, I saw the coaches on the Lakers sideline motioning for a flag. I didn't quite see why.
He's tackled by number 2, Rylan Kinslow.
All right, no, they kind of pump the brakes here a little bit. 7:21 left in the half. Lakers tied with the West Point Scissors 7-7.
Good tackle there by Kinslow. Second down, left hash. Inside the Pacific Pools red zone. On the slant, Bear connects. Touchdown, Lakers. Hayes Hewlett puts the Lakers back out on top.
And the speedy Hewlett just goes across the middle of the West Plains defense, catches that ball, and the Lakers. When you see the Lakers rolling.
Sure.
Right, exactly. When they got it going. They got it going right now. The 9-yard pass and catch, Shore to Hewlett. Now a PAT, and before we're going to get a top deck penalty, and that might be procedure on the Lakers. Let's get a look here first and find the white hat down there.
And the only bad part about that for the Lakers is I've been wondering.
It's going to be against West Plains, offsides.
Okay, now this is where Coach Shore, you get that half the distance to the goal, Coach Shore starts thinking about things. He's asking some questions. He's getting some clarification.
Do you want to make the math difficult, or do you? I mean, you've got as reliable a kicker as there is in the Ozark Conference.
What I was going to say, that penalty, I was bummed because I've always wanted to see a Laker kicker stick it in that scoreboard out over there, and Durnan's got the leg to do it with an extra couple yards here.
So still, it looks like they're going to line up and kick the kick. You never know. And another whistle, another flag.
Yeah, the Scissor special teams kind of flinched at the Lakers. The Lakers flinched back, and that's going to cost the Lakers.
This will be procedure, on the Lakers.
So on the previous play, it's half the distance to the goal, but this is a full 5-yard penalty. So it's not like you're getting penalized even more than you got penalized. The other team got penalized.
Dern is like, can I please just kick the ball? All I want to do is kick the ball.
Third attempt here. And again, trying to get that math right. It's 13-7 at the moment. Good snap, good hold. Kick is away. PAT is good. Smith Law Firm score. Camdenton 14, West Plains 7. 7:05 to go in the first half. It's Laker football powered by Polylift Boat Lifts. 93.5 Rocks the Lake and KRMS TV.
Family friendly, affordable, and open to the public. Just 3 ways to describe the Trophy Room at Old Kinderhook. The Trophy Room has been serving families affordable and delicious meals for years, and everyone is welcome. And they've got something for everyone in your family too, with prime rib specials on Friday and Saturday nights, and a great kids menu for your little ones. Book your reservation at opentable.com or call the Trophy Room at 573-317-3560.
553 today.
We bleed purple. Do you? It's Laker football on 93.5 Rocks.
Brendan Matthews, Luke Hagedorn inside the Kenny Carroll Excavating broadcast booth. KB on the sidelines. Sammy Stava in our BG Tree Service Score Center. Mike Anthony back at Osage Beach. Joseph and Nikki are helping us on the television broadcast tonight. We've got a 14-7 Laker lead. KB?
Just getting into it with the PA announcer tonight, man. He's rocking it.
He's something. He is something. This is a Somerset boat lift kickoff, and Cam's going to kick it deep this time. Still returnable, however, and there's that trick play again. They get it to Miller, but the Lakers are ready for it this time. Mellencamp was there, along with Sam DeMott. That's a Oakstar Bank play to bank on to make sure the Scissors are shy of that 20-yard line.
It's a good opportunity for the Lakers here to really kind of grasp control of this football game. You finally got them inside their own 20 here. Got a chance the way this defense has been able to, West Plains have had some flash plays. Obviously, they put some points on the board. They've moved the football, but I just feel like the Lakers are right on the edge of really kind of figuring out this offense. And,
I agree. I don't know if they're on the cusp of figuring it out, but I feel like they're on the cusp of taking control of this game, and part of that is shutting them down from time to time.
Well,
Simpson on first down is going to tuck it and run, lowers his shoulder, lost the football at the 25-yard line.
Goes right out of bounds, though. But as of, when I say figure out, I just don't. I feel like this West Plains offense isn't necessarily built to come back. If they get in a little bit of a hole, if the Lakers can put them in a kind of double-digit deficit kind of area and things like that, I feel like that's when West Plains will maybe start kind of getting out of character and doing things that they aren't completely comfortable with.
Correct. I like their backs, though. I really do.
Yeah,
They've got, and they feel like they can rotate a new guy in every snap.
And they're not going to go away from the running game altogether, but
this is Miller, the back this time. Instead, they give it to the fullback. Looks like Mellencamp tried to strip the ball there for a second. Did trip him up across the 30-yard line, but it's going to be enough for a West Plains first down to move the chains at the 31.
A little fake toss sweep there with a little fullback trap up the middle. Misdirection. I say it all the time. You love the aggressiveness of the Lakers Purple Haze defense, but those misdirection plays are the types of plays that if you aren't disciplined and stick to assignment football, that can really bite you.
That's Dawson Howell as their big fullback. Like him in short yardage situations. Out of the gun, Simpson. Lakers bringing a good rush, and they're handed off, and the Lakers are going to be there to help bottle it up.
Late flag coming in from White Hat.
Parkman and McEllier were over there.
He threw that flag from behind the play.
True. McEllier shaking up a little bit.
They're going to chop.
Chop block, yeah.
Chop against the Lakers.
McEllier, okay. Holding his right arm a little limp down at his hip. Keep an eye on number 9 if you're watching on television.
He's over there on the far side.
He is so important to this defense. My goodness, has he been huge the first half of this season for the Lakers.
Yeah, he's making no indication that he wants to come out of the
No. But just watch that right arm a little bit.
He's over there talking to the ref a little bit, trying to get a little clarification on that last play.
That's a top deck penalty. Needless to say, it goes against the Lakers on the illegal chop block, and West Plains will operate now across their own 47-yard line. So great to have so many of you folks watching on a lot of platforms here tonight, or listening on a lot of platforms. Of course, 93.5 Rocks the Lake, KRMS TV 32.1 on your antenna-enabled television, KRMS TV on YouTube, our Roku channel, 935rocksthelake.com. You can watch on Vimeo. This is 1st and 10 for West Plains at their own 48-yard line.
A little bit of confusion.
Yeah, Lakers trying to get a good read here. Reese Waters approaching that line of scrimmage. They're going to set up a screen and connect to Miller. Turns it upfield. Nice juke move. Ran over a defender. Lowers his shoulder again inside the 45-yard line. Going to be a gain of 7, maybe 8. And just continue to be impressed by what Heston Miller can do when he gets the football in open space.
Yeah, he's tough. He's got quick feet, so he can make a move on you. He's tough to bring down.
14-7 the score in favor of the Lakers. 5:28 to go in this first half. New Spring Wellness Center time check. West Plains with the football. Trailing the Lakers by a touchdown. A second down and short coming up here for the Zizzers. They are methodical on offense. Not a lot of big plays.
Start to watch the clock here a little bit. Not necessarily for this drive.
Out of the I formation, sets up another screen. This time to Hudson as he fires down the left sideline. There's a big play.
Flag.
Tripped up out of bounds by Mellencamp, and let's see if that top deck penalty brings that back for a hold.
Yeah, the flag right there at the 35-yard line. I think that's going to be all for naught.
Yes, sir. That's what sprung him.
But yeah, as I mentioned, like I said, now's when you start watching the clock. Necessarily for this drive, obviously with 5 minutes, West Plains has plenty of time. But you wonder how much time Camden's going to have if they do, in fact, get the football back here. You got to think your possessions here in the first half are pretty limited now at this point. So
I'm surprised how few possessions we've had here.
Yeah.
It's been, and both teams have been able to operate and kind of do what they want, and Camdenton's come away with probably the biggest defensive play of the ball game. Maybe that McEllier sack is one that we look back on and say that might have changed the game. We'll see.
But yeah, just as well as the Lakers were clicking on offense, as the way everything was kind of working for them, I'm sure they're anxious to get back out on the field. Bear Shore and the rest of the Purple Tide 5 wide.
Shotgun on second down for West Plains from the Laker 45, setting up a screen. Connects. There's Conyers, a little scat back who's stacked up and dropped. Looks like short of the line to gain. Parkman was over there. See where they mark him. Yeah, they got it.
All right, Tommy is coming out finally. Edson's going
to still holding his favoring his right hand or right arm.
Moving it a whole lot.
Yeah.
Trainer's going to take a look at him here.
To 1st and 10, West Plains. Laker 41, 4:17 to go in this first half. Inside the Kenny Carroll Excavating broadcast booth, bringing you Camdenton Laker football. Brendan Matthews, Luke Hagedorn, KB, running it back for you folks.
Let's go, D!
High formation.
Let's go, D! Stop! Power!
Handoff. Running left and continuing to move that pile. My goodness, the legs are still churning for McCracken. So he goes all the way down to the 36-yard line.
Again, that power running game, that right straight ahead running game is, I think, is the kind of what's working so far for West Plains tonight. And then that ends up opening up other things where you get your play action, and then you can start going to the outside and go to the misdirection. But I think if West Plains want to continue to have the success they are in offense, they got to stick with that interior running game because that's what's been working for them so far.
4 backs that can deliver here for West Plains so far. This time they've got Miller in the backfield. Where's the number 23?
No hurry whatsoever.
Now Howell, the fullback in front. Now we get a whistle. We're going to get a timeout by the Zizzers. A Slumberland Furniture timeout. Let's take one as well. West Plains on the move, but your Smith Law Firm score Camdenton 14, West Plains 7, 3:17 to go in the first half. Laker football powered by Polylift Boat Lifts 90.
The convenience of it is what makes it awesome. Use the boat twice as much.
I've had these touchless covers for about 3 years now. I have them on all 3 boats here on the dock.
We don't have to constantly clean spiders off of our boats.
I'm able to come out by myself, raise them up, put them back down. They've made all the difference for me.
Purple. Do you? It's Laker football on 93.5 Rocks.
Coming out of that Slumberland Furniture timeout, West Plains with the football, looking at 2nd down and 4. Ball on the Laker 35-yard line. Lakers up 14-7.
All right, they got 4 receivers down here right now. The Lakers only have 3 defenders in the area.
A little pump fake towards that right area. Pressure from behind. Deep ball right side going up and not completing the pass. Reese Waters there to help break it up. The intended target was Watson Hafer. And it's going to bring up 3rd down.
Yeah, this training staff still taking a look at Tommy down here. He's right here by the Purple Haze flag and the American flag. The trainer's got his hand up underneath the shoulder pads, checking out that right shoulder, it looks like. Now Tommy's got his helmet off. It looks like he's going to pull up those shoulder pads. They're going to take a closer look there.
Edson's in there on defense right now. 3rd down and 4 motion. Hudson on 3rd down, and a pass is complete. Look like a flag flew out there.
Yeah, a little block in the back there, and the Lakers slow to get up afterwards.
Yeah, got a Laker down, boys.
Briggs Houston was the receiver. Let's check out the injury here, far side.
Yeah, injuries.
Wiley?
It's Wiley.
Sorry. Poor kid, man. He has been hurt off and on throughout this season.
Yeah, Lakers injuries piling up on the Lakers. All of a sudden, just key fellas out there on that defense.
Yeah, no question how big Wiley and Tommy McLeay are to this group. And
oh, yeah, they're stripping everything off Tommy down here.
Yeah, we got an eye down on Tommy here right by the American flag, and obviously looking over at Wiley here on the 41-yard line. And remember, he's got a bum shoulder too. And a reason why he's moved off of linebacker to defensive back. And against teams that run the ball more, you see more of Wiley. Against teams that throw the ball more, you see a little less of Wiley. But great to see Wiley coming off the field under his own pressure, but again, kind of favoring his arm a little bit as he comes to the sideline.
Yeah, so trainer's going to have to get Jeff up to speed on 2 of his defensive stalwarts here and kind of let him know.
Make no mistake about it here, folks. Lakers now without 3 defensive starters. Wiley Powers, Tommy McLeay, and Jacoby Coleman. That's significant.
See how the other boys answer the call.
Yeah, that's also, you talked about the block in the back. That moves West Plains on that top deck penalty way back to their own 45-yard line.
Yeah, the penalty, obviously the yardage is great for the Lakers, but if you lose Wiley Powers with what looked like a very excessive block there in the back,
well, no, yeah, it's not.
Guys, I think we're going to see Wiley Powers back here shortly. He is kind of walking it off, and you can tell that he wants to be back
just to get back in. All right, so this is
just rub a little dirt on it. Off you go.
3rd down and 24. West Plains operates from their own 45 at the left hash, moving left to right. Simpson play fake, feels some pressure, trying to spin away from it. He does. He throws on the run, and he completes it out to the 45-yard line, all the way down to the 34. Is that Miller? He does it again. And my goodness, it took every last bit for him to avoid the pressure of Jeshua Balderas, who almost had him dead to rights.
Flag, boys.
Yeah,
right there at the 48-yard line on the Laker side.
Laker coaching staff losing their minds over that. They saw the penalty but did not see the flag. So a number of the Laker coaches had to be reminded that they need to stay off the field and kind of,
You hear Jeff Shore. Back on the white, guys.
A little bit of a sideline
players
warning.
Back on the red.
Yeah, penalties have really,
hamstrung West Plains
a little bit, and that's not typical for West Plains. West Plains is typically a very, very disciplined team, a very fundamentally sound team.
Side judge making sure all the coaches are where they're supposed to be.
2:20 to go in this first half. 3rd down and 23. Simpson again steps up, wants to run, and he's going to get brought down. Lakers stack him up back at the 46-yard line.
He does pick up yardage there, but certainly not nearly enough for what they need.
There's Balderas, who just missed the sack a moment ago. He finishes off Simpson. And again, Jeshua in there because of some of those injuries, the likes of Jacoby Coleman. And Jeshua making some plays, and it's forcing 4th down and long. It's an Oak Star Bank play to bank on as we surpass the Mid-City Lumber 2-minute warning.
2 receivers back for the Lakers here.
Reese Waters, Hayes Hewlett back there, and that was Mellencamp, and he calls the fair catch, and the Lakers will have it, and a quiet side quick shot change of possession back to the Lakers, and that's going to start another Laker drive. Of course, that's driven by Purcell Tire.
Lakers with a 14-7 lead here. They have 1 minute, 25 seconds to operate. Staring down about 84 yards of field here to try to add some points to this lead.
Choo-choo. A Purcell Tire drive, folks. Name brands like Goodyear, Kelly, Dunlop, Michelin, and more. Take advantage of their free Hunter Quick Check system. Osage Beach, Parkway, and KK. Purcell Tire and this Purcell Tire Laker drive. Bear Shore on 1st down. Wants to go deep. Down the numbers. It's caught by Cam Durnan. Cam's got it inside the 40. Butcher shot 1st down.
Yeah, Durnan matched up with the sophomore Chase Larson, and he just puts the wheels on Bear. You can tell Bear knew where he wanted to go with that ball from the very beginning. The clock is running as soon as they get this set up. 1 minute, 16 seconds left.
1st and 10, low snap. Bear Shore, QB draw, up the middle, bounces off a tackle, tries to bounce it to the outside, tripped up inside the 35-yard line. 1:05 to go in this first half.
You always like a perfect snap there, but if you're going to get that low snap when that quarterback draw call is on, it kind of gives Bear, it gets his center of gravity down, kind of gets his momentum going forward, so it kind of works out for him.
Bear sets up a screen far side, and it's too tall.
Sailed it a little bit. Had a wide open man there with blockers ahead of him and just sailed it on him.
Too tall for Edson.
Actually not bad, guys. Stops the clock, gives the guys a little
Good
time
point.
to reorganize.
Yeah, I like that.
And, I think they were moving a little too quicker than they needed to be at this point.
And I think 2 down territory, fellas. So you can try to pick up a few yards here and set up 4th and manageable. It's 3rd and 6 from the 34. Lakers up by a touchdown. Bears Shore has time, throws deep, down the numbers again. That should be pass interference. I'm not sure we're going to get it. Camdernan's looking for it.
I guess they're going to say that was uncatchable, but
man, there was a lot of contact long before the ball got there.
When your defender runs right in front of you and prevents you from catching the ball, that was uncatchable.
4th down, and the Scissors are on defense.
So it's 4th down. Lakers went for the downs there.
Clock is stopped here, so if you do not pick up the first down, West Plains will have an opportunity.
They will.
2 hard counts there early, trying to get them off. They're going to maybe take a timeout here and
4 on the play clock.
Really come up with something on 4th down.
38 seconds left. We'll keep it here on the Slumberland Furniture timeout, and a really entertaining, well-played game, I think, by both teams. You can tell, guys, how much they want it, how much a game like this means, and what this rivalry has become, and one that has certainly been dominated over the years by West Plains, but it's a great measuring stick for Camdenton Laker teams that make a run late in the year as we, again, think back to 2019. But could be a critical point in this game here. Remember, guys, Lakers get the ball to start the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, you start wondering a couple things here with 39 seconds left. You do have that 7-point lead. Would be nice if it was obviously a 14-point lead, but even a 10-point lead at this point. So you wonder, where's that line of demarcation where the Lakers feel like they can, with a little bit of wind going on around here, a little swirling wind, where does Camdenton and his unit of deep snapper holder, who happen to be his younger siblings, where do they feel comfortable?
Trying to get a feel. The wind has been a little finicky here tonight, as you'd expect. At times it's gusting maybe above 10 miles per hour. Right now it's sitting down pretty good. Be a good spot to attempt a longer field goal. But right now the Lakers looking at 4th down and 6 from the Scissor 34-yard line. Lakers had that 7-point lead from the left hash. Bears Shore to take the snap. He does. He has time. A lot of time, now steps up in the pocket, looks down the sideline, cut it back to the right, cut it back to the left. That is a trophy room at Old Kinderhook. Big run for Bear Shore that picks up the first down.
It does. It's right there at the marker.
Move the chains.
That will stop the clock. 28 seconds here.
Butcher shop first down for the Lakers. Clock now running. I think they started the clock a little early. On 1st and 10. Pump fake by Bear. Is he looking deep? Is he looking deep? Now rolls out to his right.
Beware your clock here.
Surveying the field as he throws down the right sideline into trouble. Incomplete. Yeah, 10 seconds now left on the clock. That play took a little while to
Why not try it, guys? Why not?
The field goal?
Yes.
Got a couple of the Laker offensive line a little bit winded here, but they're catching their breath. They're getting themselves back together. A little composure.
Let's do it. Let's try it. What the heck? Come on.
So it would be roughly around a 43-yarder from the left hash, and they're going to try to pick up a few more yards here. We're going to get a whistle, and is this a...
The ball wasn't quite placed correctly.
Okay. They were in a hurry to start the clock after the first down. 10 seconds. Bear fires on the slant, incomplete. 6 seconds on the clock as he was looking for Hayes Hewlett, who already has a touchdown tonight on a similar passing play.
That brings us to 3rd down.
It's KRMS Osage Beach, powered by the Motor Hut.
Hey, it's 3rd down, everybody.
Bear quickly fires at the sideline, caught by Camdenton, turns it upfield, gets a few yards with 2 seconds to set up maybe that manageable field goal. Yep.
That's what Jeff just said.
But they went right to Cam, so he knew how much he needed, how many yards he needed to get it out there. But
yeah, if anybody knows, it's the guy that's going to kick it here in a second.
How often do you see that in the pros? They send the wide receiver out who's going to kick the field goal, and he's like, I know where I need to be. Throw it right here.
I'm going to say never.
You did have Justin Reed kicking for the Chiefs a couple weeks ago when Harrison Bucker got there.
He was awesome. He did a great job, by the way.
It felt like he was just back in high school again. He hadn't kicked since high school.
Timeout West Plains with 2 seconds left on the game clock. A New Spring Wellness Center time check. We're here in the Kenny Carroll Excavating broadcast booth. This Purcell Tire drive by the Lakers, it's brought them all the way down to the 24-yard line. And again, guys, is the way it's set up here, but by And on my rough math here, 41-yard field goal attempt coming for Durnan. We may have to check with Coach Wayne Birch. I would think this is right around his career long.
It's got to be close.
Guys, I would say this is a great momentum shifter as you head into the locker room at the half. If they can pull this off and extend their lead by 10 points. You know how much time is left on the clock? 2 seconds.
KB, I don't know if you get the sense as well. It just feels like every point is going to be so critical tonight.
Oh, absolutely.
And a 3 points where normally we don't make a big deal of that. I think it's going to be a really big deal tonight.
Hey, the Scissors are on defense.
41-yard kick, left hash. Durnan to Durnan to Durnan.
Sounds like a law firm.
From 41 yards. Good snap, good hold. The kick is going to be long enough. The kick is good. Cam Durnan, a 41-yard field goal, gives the Lakers a 10-point lead. It's 17-7 as we head into the Heritage Bank of the Ozarks halftime report, and a great finish to the first half here at West Plains. And let's mark that down as an Oak Star Bank play to bank on from Cam Durnan. Halftime coming up. Heritage Banks of the Ozarks halftime report on the way. Your Smith Law Firm score: Camdenton 17, West Plains 7. It's Laker football powered by Polylift Boat Lifts on 93.5 Rocks the Lake.
Property damages, lost lives, horrible losses caused by floods can be minimized or prevented. DRIPS LLC believes the best way to prevent human suffering is through a fast and simple, stress-free barrier system. One 5-connected bag system replaces 750 regular sandbags and can be set up and filled in place by 2 men in less than 10 minutes. That's 200 times faster deploy than regular sandbags. Not only are our Big Bags USA barrier systems easy to lengthen and stack, but they conform to all types of terrain. Now is the time to implement a cost-saving, efficient deployment barrier plan and method. It's never too early to be prepared. Request a free quote today by calling 800-337-0537.
Somerset Boat Lifts offers a full range of Duratec boat lifts, the most durable.
Attention parents, State Fair Community College is your source for dual credit courses. Taking dual credit courses means your high school student can earn college credit at a significant discount. In fact, dual credit courses at State Fair Community College are free for students who qualify for free or reduced lunches. Get a jump on college, save big in tuition. Enroll your student in dual credit courses at State Fair Community College. Visit www.sfccmo.edu/dual credit or call 660-530-5833.
The halftime show is sponsored by Heritage Bank of the Ozarks. Now, here's Brendan Matthews, Luke Hagedorn, and KB.
We welcome you back inside the Heritage Bank of the Ozarks halftime report. Brendan Matthews and Luke Hagedorn, your score at the half: Camdenton 17, West Plains 7. And Luke, I think this is going to be a fun halftime interview here, considering what we just saw from one Cam Durnan to end the first half.
Yeah, I got to bring you in here and introduce you. Make sure we get all the things in here. Obviously, head baseball coach, principal at the high school, one of the vice principals there at the high school, and dad of 3 boys out there who just came up with one of the bigger plays that we've seen on special teams in a long, long time.
Yeah, it's really cute when they're little and you think it's fun in the front yard. A little different stakes here on a Friday night under the lights and a really, really good football game. Glad he made that one.
Yeah, we see those. I see those guys every week. They get on the field about the time we get here to start setting up. So I always get to see them. They're the first guys out on the field. They're all business. You'd think with siblings like that and high school kids, they're kind of, Brett Edson's sometimes out there with them, but they're mostly out there working on their own, and they just get to business and get it done. And it's that kind of attitude that they bring to it. I think really kind of paid off in a play like that.
They're definitely business mode kids. Carson might actually be the least least of the business mode of the three, but it works for him for sure. But sometimes they take themselves a little bit too seriously at times. But there's one thing that they don't mess up, and they take their job very seriously no matter what they're doing.
Yeah, it's been a lot of fun. So, we'll get back to the boys here in a second, but how's it? Let's kind of zoom back a little bit. How's the school year started out for you guys? How's everything going? We often talk about how the football season maybe kind of sets the tone for the fall semester. Has that been the case?
For sure, and this has been one of the most normal starts to a school year since COVID. It's been really refreshing. Been a great start. Loved working with Mr. Knight, Mr. Byington, and Mr. Thompson. And the school year, because of the football season and really because of everything else that's also been successful. Our softball team's doing great. Heck, the soccer team had some great wins.
Yeah, they're on a roll. They're on a little bit of a roll right now.
I love watching our cross country team just get after it, with the J-Rotzi and the band. Golf just winning a match the other day. I mean, it's just when all that's clicking, the halls are just a lot better.
Yeah, we I had this conversation with Joe Bethel a lot. We talk about Camdenton's a great school district for many reasons, but the activities and the sports and the things like that. If you're looking to get involved in something, there's an opportunity for you at Camdenton, whether it's on the field, on the stage, running a camera. We got a couple LCTC kids here helping us out with the broadcast tonight. How neat is that to be a part of a district where kids really have so many opportunities?
Well, when Jill and I moved down here in 2009, I'll be honest with you, really didn't know what we were getting ourselves into. We were up north, and we knew that we needed a place for our kids to have opportunities such as Camdenton. It worked out for us to move what I'd always call South Beach, PB2. But it was, it's been everything we needed it to be for our kids. It's stretched our kids. It's given them every opportunity to do the things that they want to do.
Come down here and take over the baseball program for the Lakers and really doing some great things there. Obviously, you got three guys in your lineup that you can count on. But I know we're a little away from that season really getting underway. But it's only a matter of time before some winter workouts start for y'all. I do believe. And these days, baseball's a 12-month sport,
like
in a lot of ways.
Like every sport. We always start the Tuesday after Labor Day. This year was no different. And the guys come out that aren't playing a fall sport, and we roll. And, we've got a lot of kids back. We've got to replace a ton from last year's team. 24-win team, all-time win history in Laker baseball. We got to work to do.
Yeah, you guys have really hit some milestones, whether it's winning district games for the first time in 30 years or things like that. Congratulations on that.
Coach, I wanted, to Luke's point there about this being a 12-month sport now, what are you able to do with the kids? What kind of advice can you lend when the weather certainly is not conducive to playing outdoor baseball? What kind of recommendations, what kind of workouts or activities do you give them to stay sharp once, again, the months like October, November, December roll around?
Well, there's two things that we've lived by in the Durnan house. And thing one is if you're not doing something on your own outside of when somebody is scheduling it for you, you're not going to go very far. So if a coach has it scheduled, if a coach is meeting with you, and that's all you're doing, high school may be just as good as it's going to get for you right now. And that's been what we've been preaching since they've started showing interest in playing high level sports, and that's first and foremost with our program. It's, hey, we're doing this, I'm scheduling it for you, what are you doing on your own time? And the second thing that we preach is you can't come to practice at 3:30 and flip a switch. You have to flip a switch the moment you put your feet on the ground every morning. And that's with everything. The way you do everything is the way you will do anything. And that's what we preach with our kids, with our own kids, and that's the way I try and run our baseball program. And I think some of our better baseball players are out here making a huge impact on this football field.
No doubt about it.
When